started with a song. Good morning, y'all. Andrew here from Funky Feathers Homestead, and it is a beautiful day today. We had some thunderstorms roll through last night, took out the last of the humidity and the heat. It's like 55 degrees today. It's not supposed to get above 60, so I'm going to try to get as much work done as possible. Most importantly, getting this set up. But I have a few things I got to do first. Most importantly, I got to get the tripod. All right, so did a Tractor Supply run yesterday. Got some more stuff for the chickens. And I also had my tripod with me. I was practicing hyperlapses. And I dropped it. Oh, that is much better. It's super breezy today. That storm blew through and there's still a bunch of wind. So even though I have the sock on the microphone, it might still come through every now and then. So I apologize for that. The other thing we realized is that this woolly shed door latch is really broken. So when the wind blows, the door flaps open and closes and it wakes the rooster up. So 3 o'clock in the morning, he's going off. I'm gonna make an attempt to fix this with what I have on hand until we can figure out a more permanent solution for it, just to appease the neighbors and my sleep. Try to drive some screws in, see if that'll hold it. So you can see our little wood board here. It does an all right job. But the winds were really bad last night, so it still blew open. Part of the problem is that the frame broke, so the door can push in, which causes the latch to come undone. Really, the wood is just completely rotted out and doors need to be replaced, but until such a time, we're just gonna have to make do. It's like fiddly jigsaw puzzle back together. All right. That should be enough to hold it, but I'm gonna drive a couple extra in. That should keep it from blowing in. Oh man, this has seen some better days. I don't know if that's gonna do it anymore. You know what? I've got an idea. Give me a sec. Now, this is why it's a good idea to keep scrap around in case you have to do some throwaway type projects. And for this one, I'm about to go medieval. Another really handy thing was this DeWalt kit that I bought, and a battery powered kill saw. I've used this more than I ever thought I would. Maybe not in the safest way, but I've used it a lot. Alright. Oh my gosh. When I start making noise like that, I'm afraid to go look. Woo! I don't want to tighten this up too hard because this is really cheap wood. I don't want to tighten this up too hard because this is really cheap wood. Yep, there you go. What did I say? I don't want to tighten this up too hard because this is really cheap wood. Said it and then I did it. Try it again. Alright. Less cheap wood. Still cheap wood. This might take a bit. Looks like I'm gonna need that impact driver. This is where I break the wood again. Or not. You know. Yeah, don't walk into the back of the door too quickly. It's not gonna be good for anyone. Oh man, oh, if this works. Gotta remember where I put the other 2 screws. There we go. All right. This is gonna be a tight squeeze even if I do this right. Now do the same thing on the other door. See this door? Oh, well, I just went through that. Whee! I think I learned the first time, right? Oh boy. All right, and now the test. Let me get my saw out of there. Oh, just in case I can't get this back open. Oh, what do we think about that? Okay, it comes out too. Awesome. Keep the barbarians at the gate for a while. On to the next project. So, oh. Speaking of Benny and his group. Y'all can't behave for 5 minutes while you're on camera? Come on now. We got big things for them today. We got a new Premier 1 net that's actually big enough to go around the perimeter. I know I complained in another video not too long ago that we didn't have it in the budget, but we saved up and we got it. So this is going to be a twofold project. Not only is this going to allow me to extend their perimeter to the whole garden area so I can just leave them put, but it's also going to free up a net. We'll have 2 now. And the Energizer that we bought can definitely run both. I think it can run up to 5 nets, but I'm going to put the chicks in the second net. And since the chicks have just about outgrown their tractor, this is good timing for them. So we'll be able to get them on grass more regularly. And they made it a couple of nights without the heat lamp. It actually got down to about 48 degrees last night, and they're fine. They made it. They're fully feathered. They're ready to go. Time to go be chickens. How you doing? Yeah, they're getting so big. Now, if you're not familiar with the Premier 1 netting, they have a YouTube channel. You can get a lot of information there. And I actually did an unboxing of this net that we got, and I'll leave a link to that down in the description. It's just a really quick overview of the fence system and how it works, as far as I understand it. So, yeah, check that out if you get the chance. Right. I got my Premier 1 net out of the box, and now I'm just going to take it over to where I'm going to set up their new run, and we are going to get this garden started right. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to put this new fencing up around what I have staked off. I'll have a little bit of overlap because the fence is 164 feet, and I think we're only needing about 150. You all right, Ranger? You're fine, you're good boys. Dang. So what I'm going to do with the other net is I'm actually going to loop it off of this side using 3 sides, connect it all together, putting the solar energizer where they meet, and then I'll have 2 separate chicken runs in case I need to separate out the flock for any injuries or whatever. But actually, for right now, it's just going to be where the Dominique chicks go. Unfortunately, I didn't plan for this to kind of go down this way, so I put our composting bins in the exact spot where I need to be, which means I'm gonna have to turn the compost, which I needed to do anyway, but put the cubes into a different location that won't interfere with the net. One extra step, but it'll all be worth it in the end, of course. Got the cubes moved. One of them fell apart when I moved them. I don't know my own strength. So now everything's out of the way. It's time to go set up that fence. So I got the big fence more or less set up, and the chickens are curious as to what I'm doing, so I am going to let them out since I need their other fence. Anyway, I might as well just kind of let them go. Hope that they don't find any weaknesses. They'll probably be distracted by the fresh grass if I'm being honest, but we'll see. right, old fence is down, new fence is up. Old fence, this thing's like 4 months old. All right, so now I'm gonna go set up the other one. I'm gonna leave y'all here to watch the chickens for a few minutes just to see if they like it. And just in case any escape, I can see where they got out.
Ladies, are you all ready to move into your new spot with your new neighbors? Let's do it.
All right, little ones, you're allowed to come out. It's okay. It's their first night out here. They're not quite sure what to do. They haven't had free run before, so hopefully by tomorrow they'll kind of be used to it and they'll be out foraging a little more. Meanwhile, the big boys and girls over across the way have already started foraging like crazy. They dug, I'm backlit. They dug 2 huge dust baths already. I don't know if eat from where they were before. Anyway, they tore it to pieces. It's really great. It's exactly what I want them to do. So now I want to test the fence. I hooked up the Energizer. This is twice the fence, 2.5 times the fence, 2.5 times the fence. Yeah, we had 100 before, now we've got a lot more. Anyway, so I want to test the fence, brought my handy dandy tester out, and we are just real quick gonna see. I don't think it's hitting that hard. I'm just gonna go out there on a limb. It usually takes me 2 days to kind of get everything tight, and even though the grass isn't high, you got to fiddle around a little bit to make sure that everything is tight in the right places, and since I've got kind of a figure 8 configuration, it might take me a little bit longer. Anyway, that's why we have a hard coop too. So we've got the electric deterrent and we have the hard coop. So let's see what we test at. I'm gonna say the lowest, if it's hitting at all. Okay, so here is the Premier One wireless tester. Comes with the kit that we bought with the Energizer. You push the button. I don't know, does that mean change the battery on the tester or change the battery on the thing? Anyway, all right, so you push the button, you touch it to the fence, and every time it ticks, it should give you a little indicator, which is not showing up. All right, hard to see on camera, but it's flashing at that first one, 2.5. Like I said, hitting at the lowest setting. I have the Energizer connected where the 2 fences meet, and everything is all hooked up and clipped together. So let's see what it's hitting right at the Energizer here. I'm still hitting at the lowest setting. I don't know, I'm gonna have to go onto their website and check out their troubleshooting section because it's hitting super low at the Energizer. Well, it could be as simple as the battery's not charged, so it's not gonna hit really hard. That's fine, I'll let it go another day. Could just be all the high grass touching. And again, we've got sandy soil, like I was talking about on the unboxing video that I did. Sandy soil just doesn't conduct electricity, so it's not gonna hit super hard, but I have gotten it to hit much harder than that. So we'll have to figure it out as we go along. Again, we don't have a ton of predator pressure here, so I'm not super worried about it. I'm more worried about keeping them where I want them to work. But that's gonna be it for today. That was fun. And we did the math. It's a 50 by 60 foot chicken run, which is 3,000 square feet, bigger than my house. So the chickens have more room to roam than I do. I hope they enjoy it. But that's part of being a crazy chicken lady. So anyway, thank you guys so much for watching. If you liked it, hit the thumbs up button. If you haven't already, subscribe. And we'll see you on the next one. Bye.